He who every morning plans the transactions of the day and follows out the plan carries a thread that will guide him through the labyrinth of the most busy life. Victor Hugo, you have your one system. You have your daily big three. You have identified your bottleneck. Now comes the war. The war against distraction. The war against interruption. The war against the world's relentless attempt to pull you away from what matters. This is the chapter that builds the walls around your attention. You cannot do deep work in a shallow environment. You cannot produce meaningful results when you are constantly reacting to other people's priorities. You cannot build a masterpiece while the world is screaming at you to answer an email. This chapter is about building a fortress around your focus. It is about the physical and digital structures that protect your attention. It is about designing your environment for success instead of failure. The environment principle. Your environment shapes your behavior more than your willpower ever will. This is the environment principle. It states that you are not a victim of your environment. You are the architect of it. You design it. You build it. You control it. If your environment is set up for distraction, you will be distracted. If your environment is set up for focus, you will focus. It is that simple. The mechanism is behavioral architecture. You are a creature of your surroundings. Your brain is constantly scanning your environment for cues. It sees your phone. It thinks about social media. It sees the TV. It thinks about watching a show. It sees your comfortable couch. It thinks about taking a nap. These cues trigger automatic responses. You don't decide to check your phone. Your brain sees the phone and decides for you. You are running on autopilot. The only way to change the autopilot is to change the cues. I worked with a writer who was struggling to finish his novel. He had a beautiful home office. It had a view. It had a comfortable chair. It had a TV in the corner. It had a mini fridge with snacks. It had everything he thought he needed to be comfortable and productive. He produced nothing. He was surrounded by distractions. The TV was a cue to watch. The view was a cue to daydream. The fridge was a cue to snack. He was a prisoner of his own design. I told him to move. He relocated to a tiny, windowless room in his basement. He had a desk, a chair, a lamp, and his laptop. Nothing else. No view. No TV. No snacks. Within 30 days, he finished the novel. The lesson is clear. You cannot beat the environment. You must design it. If you want to write, you need a writing environment. If you want to work, you need a work environment. The application is immediate. Look around your workspace right now. What cues are you seeing? Are they cues for focus or distraction? Remove the distraction cues. Put your phone in another room. Turn off notifications. Close the door. Clean your desk. Make your environment a temple of focus. If you cannot control your environment, leave it. Go to a library. Go to a coffee shop. Go to a quiet room. You have more control than you think. Your willpower is finite. Your environment is infinite. Design it. The digital detox. Your digital devices are designed to be addictive. They are designed to steal your attention. They are designed to interrupt you. This is not a conspiracy. This is business. Social media companies make money from your attention. Notification algorithms are designed to trigger dopamine. Your phone is a slot machine in your pocket. You pull the lever every time you check it. You never know what you will get. It is engineered to be unpredictable. It is engineered to be compelling. It is engineered to be addictive. The mechanism is intermittent reinforcement. This is the most powerful psychological principle in existence. It is why gambling is addictive. You don't get a reward every time you pull the lever. You get a reward sometimes. The unpredictability keeps you hooked. You keep checking. You keep hoping. You keep pulling the lever. Your phone does the same thing. You don't know if you have a new message. You don't know if you have a like. You don't know if you have a notification. So you check. You check constantly. You are trapped in a loop. The solution is brutal. You must disconnect. You must unplug. You must reclaim your attention. You don't need to be available 24/7. You don't need to respond to every email immediately. You don't need to see every notification. You need to focus on your work. The world will survive if you don't answer an email for 3 hours. The world will survive if you don't check social media for a day. The world will survive. Your goals won't. Your goals need your attention. They need your focus. They need your time. Here is how you detox. First, turn off all notifications. All of them. No email notifications. No social media notifications. No news notifications. No text notifications. Nothing. Your phone is now a tool, not a master. Second, create a digital schedule. Check your email 3 times a day: morning, noon, and evening. That is it. You don't check it any other time. Third, remove social media apps from your home screen. Put them in a folder. Hide them. Make it hard to access. Fourth, use website blockers. Block distracting sites during your work hours. You can't check what you can't access. Fifth, have a technology curfew. No screens after 10 p.m. Your brain needs rest. It needs to wind down. The blue light disrupts your sleep. The content disrupts your peace. Apply this today. Right now, go to your phone. Turn off every notification. Every single one. Now open your calendar. Schedule your 3 email checks for tomorrow. Write them down. Commit to them. The deep work zone. You need a place to do deep work. Deep work is the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. It is the ability to produce high-quality, high-value output. It is the skill that pays the bills. It is the skill that builds businesses. It is the skill that creates art. And it requires a specific environment. The mechanism is the association between place and state of mind. Your brain makes associations. When you sit in your deep work zone, your brain knows what is coming. It knows it is time to focus. It knows it is time to produce. It starts the process before you even begin. You don't have to convince yourself to work. You just sit down, and the work happens. The environment primes the pump. Think about sleep. You have a bed. When you get into your bed, your brain knows it is time to sleep. It starts releasing melatonin. You get sleepy. You fall asleep. This works because you only sleep in your bed. You don't work in your bed. You don't watch TV in your bed. You don't eat in your bed. Your bed is for sleep. Your brain associates the bed with sleep. The deep work zone does the same thing for work. It is your bed for focus. Now consider the opposite. Many people work in their living room. They work on their couch. They work in their bed. They work everywhere. Their brain has no association with the environment. Every location is a location for distraction. There is no trigger for focus. They have to force themselves to work every single time. They have to fight a battle every single day. They are exhausted before they even start. The deep work zone eliminates this battle. It makes focus automatic. The application is clear. You need a designated workspace. It can be a room. It can be a corner. It can be a desk. It should be dedicated to work. Nothing else. No eating. No scrolling. No TV. No distractions. Just work. When you are there, you work. When you leave, you stop. The boundary is clear. The association is strong. You become more efficient. You produce more. You work less. This is the paradox of the deep work zone. You get more done in less time because the work is more concentrated. You are not wasting time on transitions. You are not wasting energy on resistance. Set up your deep work zone today. Clean it. Organize it. Make it inviting. Make it functional. Remove all distractions. Then sit down and work. The art of the block. Time blocking is the most effective time management technique ever invented. It is the practice of scheduling specific blocks of time for specific tasks. You don't just have a to-do list. You have a calendar. You assign tasks to your calendar. You don't work on tasks. You work on appointments with yourself. The mechanism is the power of a commitment. When something is on your calendar, you treat it as a commitment. You show up. You do the work. You don't reschedule. You don't postpone. You don't ignore it. A to-do list is a suggestion. A calendar is a promise. When you time block, you are making a promise to your future self. You are respecting your own time. You are prioritizing your goals. I coached a sales manager who was constantly overwhelmed. She had a large team. She had a large territory. She had a large target. She was always behind. She was always reacting. She was always stressed. I asked her to look at her calendar. It was a wasteland. It was empty except for meetings. Other people's meetings. She was the slave of everyone else's schedule. I told her to take control. She blocked 2 hours every morning for prospecting. She blocked 1 hour every afternoon for coaching her team. She blocked 30 minutes every Friday for reporting. She put these blocks on her calendar. She protected them. She didn't let anyone schedule over them. Her productivity doubled within a month. Her stress halved. She was in control. This is why time blocking works. It forces you to be intentional. Here is how to time block. First, identify your big 3 for the week. These are your most important tasks. Second, schedule them on your calendar. Block out the time. Make them non-negotiable. Third, schedule your recurring tasks. Emails, meetings, admin. Fourth, schedule your breaks. You need to recharge. Fifth, schedule your planning sessions. Your weekly review, your daily planning, your system maintenance. Sixth, schedule your deep work blocks. Block 2 to 4 hours every day for deep work. This is your most productive time. Protect it. Seventh, schedule your shallow work blocks. This is your email time, your administrative time, your low-value time. Batch it together. Don't scatter it. Apply this now. Open your calendar. Look at your week. Where is the time for your goals? If it's not there, put it there. Move things around. Create the space. This is how you take control of your time. This is how you become the master of your schedule. The interruption protocol. Interruptions will happen. You cannot eliminate them, but you can control how you respond to them. You can have a protocol. You can have a system. The interruption protocol is your defense. The mechanism is the high cost of switching. Every time you are interrupted, it costs you. It costs you time. It costs you momentum. It costs you mental energy. It takes you up to 23 minutes to refocus. An interruption that lasts 2 minutes costs you 25 minutes. A 4-minute interruption costs you 27 minutes. If you have 5 interruptions in a day, you have lost 2 hours. You have lost 2 hours of deep work. You have lost your best thinking. You have lost your productivity. The protocol has 3 steps. Step 1, capture. When an interruption occurs, you don't immediately respond. You capture the interruption. You write it down. You put it in your system. You don't process it. You don't act on it. You just write it down. This is the same as the capture habit. You are getting the interruption out of your head and into your system. You are deferring the response. You are protecting your focus. Step 2, communicate. If you are being interrupted by someone, you need to communicate your boundaries. You need to say, I'm in the middle of something. Can I get back to you in 30 minutes? Or, I'm focusing right now. Could you send me an email or a note? Or, I'm working on a deadline. Can we talk later? You must be direct. You must be polite. But you must be firm. You are not being rude. You are being professional. You are protecting your time. You are protecting your work. You are protecting your goals. Step 3, return. When the interruption is handled, you must return to your work. You must not check your email. You must not check social media. You must not start a new task. You must return to the work you were doing. You must refocus. You must regain your flow. This is the hardest step. This is where most people fail. They use the interruption as an excuse to switch tasks. They never return to their deep work. They get derailed. The protocol forces you to return. Apply the protocol immediately. The next time you are interrupted, you don't react. You capture. You communicate. You return. This is the habit of a professional. This is the discipline of a high performer. The power of no. You cannot say yes to everything. If you say yes to everything, you are saying no to your priorities. You are saying no to your goals. You are saying no to your deepest values. You must learn to say no. The power of no is the most underrated skill in the modern world. The mechanism is the scarcity of time. You have 168 hours in a week. You have to sleep. You have to eat. You have to maintain your relationships. You have to take care of yourself. You have a limited amount of discretionary time. If you fill it with other people's priorities, you have no room for your own. You must protect your time. You must protect your energy. You must protect your focus. Saying no is how you do this. Think about the inversion of the 80-20 principle. 20% of your commitments produce 80% of your results. The other 80% of your commitments are noise. They are distractions. They are a drain on your time and energy. You need to eliminate the noise. You need to say no to the 80%. You need to say no to the things that don't matter. Here is the method. First, when you are asked to do something, you pause. You don't say yes immediately. You ask yourself, is this aligned with my goals? If not, you say no. Second, you evaluate the trade-off. You say, if I say yes to this, what am I saying no to? If you are saying no to your important work, you say no to this. Third, you are polite but firm. You say, thank you for asking, but I can't commit to that right now. Or, that doesn't align with my priorities. Or, I wish I could help, but my plate is full. You don't need to justify. You don't need to apologize. You just say no. The application is to practice saying no. Start small. Say no to a meeting that isn't critical. Say no to a request that doesn't serve your goals. Say no to an invitation that doesn't excite you. The more you practice, the easier it gets. You will realize that the world doesn't fall apart when you say no. People respect you more. You respect yourself more. You reclaim your time. You reclaim your life. Action exercises. 1. Conduct an environment audit. Walk through your workspace. Identify everything that distracts you. Your phone, your notifications, your open browser tabs, your clutter. Remove everything. Clean your desk. Reset your space. 2. Turn off all notifications. Go to your phone. Go to your computer. Turn off every notification. Every single one. You don't need them. They are not serving you. You will check your devices when you choose to check them. 3. Schedule your email checks. Open your calendar. Schedule 3 times to check email tomorrow. Morning, noon, and evening. That is it. You don't check email any other time. 4. Design your deep work zone. Find a location for deep work. A room, a corner, a desk. Clear it of everything except what you need to work. Make it a focus sanctuary. Commit to using it for work only. 5. Time block your entire week. Open your calendar. Block your big 3 for the week. Block your deep work blocks. Block your email checks. Block your breaks. Block your planning sessions. Fill your calendar with intention. This is your blueprint. 6. Practice the interruption protocol. The next time you are interrupted, you capture, you communicate, you return. You don't react. You don't spiral. You stay in control. You protect your focus. 7. Say no 3 times. Find 3 requests you can say no to. It could be a meeting. It could be a favor. It could be a request for your time. Say no. Practice the skill. Protect your time. Protect your priorities. The ability to concentrate and to use your time well is everything. Lee Iacocca.